I'm not sure if you saw the Louisville head coach's comments on wanting fans in the stadiums because he wanted a regional type of atmosphere. I just want to know what your thoughts were on that.
Well, we all understand what he's talking about, and I think we all feel that when you're in the heat of the moment on the field, like there's parts of the game that deserve and add to the excitement by the people in the stands, and we haven't really had that in our league. And I can't give you the rationale medically or within the county or the state as to who can and can't have this, but I understand what he's saying. I also grasp the context of when you can across the board just open everything up on a specific campus or in a community. So that's a little above my decision making, but I feel and the guys feel what Dan expressed. Like you would like to play some of these games in an environment that's more along the lines of what you would expect at this level this time of year. So I hope it happens. I can't make any further comment on how likely that is or what the rationale is if it can't. But I understand what he's talking about because the excitement, it's not the same when there's a couple hundred people there versus 3 or 4 or 10,000. So we'll get back to that at some point. I do understand what he's feeling.
I wanted to see how, especially when preparing your pitchers for a matchup like this in Florida State, where they, I think they're last in AC in batting average, but they're also top 10 in the country in terms of home runs per game. Especially they have 3 pretty big bats in the lineup. Is there, is there a certain advice, or how do you kind of approach a team with kind of that unique hitting profile?
Yeah, well, you have to attack the strike zone, and you have to try to make good pitches because they're patient, but they obviously have the firepower and the strength and the capability to do some damage. So that's been their offensive style for a while. It's worked for them, but our guys just have to pitch in the context of how they've pitched and pitch to their strength. Obviously, they have, with Nelson and Cabell, they've got some dangerous guys. We just have to pitch to our strength and try to be intelligent, when you get to those situations where you have some of the guys that have historically done their damage.
Could you maybe give an update on Scafidi? Well, is there a chance he could return at some point this year?
No chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's the end for him. Yeah. Tough.
Okay.
This weekend is senior weekend. What has this senior class meant to your program?
Mark, these guys have been through a lot. I don't even know where to start the list of what they've endured. The COVID navigation has been an unthinkable piece. The drastic reduction in the draft has been something they've had to endure. A coaching change has been something they've had to endure. And it's a testament to their strength and toughness and focus because they've had to mentally adapt to a lot of changes, probably as much as any program in the last couple of years. You have a coaching change, complete really overhaul, and Chuck and the strength and conditioning with Kyle and Scott, our trainer, those are the people that remain. Thank goodness, because there's some consistency with the knowledge of what's going on. But man, I'm proud of these guys and the contributions on the field, the performance in the classroom, the way these guys conduct themselves off the field. It's remarkable. They're an elite group of student athletes. Some of their baseball careers are far from over. We're going to recognize, I guess we can call it almost the super seniors who they've really exhausted their eligibility. And then you have a group of seniors that are graduating, and to get a degree from Notre Dame is an accomplishment by itself. And then, to have played 4 years of baseball with another year of eligibility remaining, we're going to recognize that group as well. So, and it's a special group. They helped me transition into what I was trying to do with the program, and I couldn't have done it without them. And there've been some big moments that they've had quite an impact on the field, off the field. And, I'm proud of the success that they've tasted this year.
And then last one for me, I saw today that they're going to announce the regional sites either Thursday or Friday of next week. Why do you think Frank Eck Stadium should be a regional host this season?
Well, it's a recognition of what the players have done, and earning that is simply a result of really good play, and our facility could accommodate it. I'm proud of the guys for being in that discussion. To think back a year and a half ago to have this conversation today, I don't know that many people would have thought that was coming. We did, but it's just a reflection of what the guys have been able to do on the field, plain and simple. That's all it is. I mean, you can have the nicest stadium in the world and not perform, and you're not going to be in the discussion for a regional. So it's simply really correlating to how they've played, and I'm proud of them, and they deserve it. And I don't know how that's going to play out. I hope we have it here. I know our community would rally around it, and we're hungry right now for any good sporting event here in town, and that would be right there with any of them. I know it'd be exciting. You'd have 3 other championship level teams in here to play, and I hope it works out for us.